Good morning, students. I hope you all are keeping well. In the previous classes, we have gone through 6 techniques of scientific management given by F.W. Taylor. In today's class, we'll go through the last 2 techniques of scientific management by Taylor, and we'll also go through the differences in the approach of Henry Fayol and F.W. Taylor. Now coming to the next technique, that is differential piece wage system. Now according to this technique, Taylor said that there should be difference in the wages of an efficient worker and an inefficient worker. That is, the name itself suggests differential. He said that the wage rate which is being paid to the efficient worker should be more as compared to the wages which are being paid to an inefficient worker. For this, he suggested 2 wage rates to be fixed, that is high wage rate and low wage rate. He said that high wage rate should be fixed for the efficient worker and low wage rate should be fixed for the inefficient worker. Now, efficient worker means the one who is able to complete the standard target being given to him, or he is able to produce more than the standard target being given. An inefficient worker is one who is not able to complete the target being given. Now, the wages are being calculated. You all know the formula, that is actual output into wage rate. Now, suppose the standard output being fixed for a day is 50 units per day for a worker. For one worker, the standard output, suppose if it is fixed as in a day, a worker has to produce 50 units. He said that 2 wage rates should be fixed. High wage rate for efficient workers who are able to complete this target of 50 units or more than that, they should be paid at the rate of rupees 8 per unit. And those workers who are not able to reach the standard output, they should be paid at lower wage rate, which is rupees, say 6 rupees per unit. Now suppose there is a worker A who produces 60 units in a day. If he produces 60 units in a day, then worker A will get how much wages? 60 into 8, that is rupees 480. Now suppose there is another worker B who is able to produce only 40 units, which is less than the standard output being set. In that case, worker B will be getting the wages at the rate of rupees 6 per unit. Then he will be getting the wages, that is how much? Rupees 240. So Taylor said that this difference, the difference in the units is of 20 units only. But then that will lead to a huge loss to worker B of rupees 240. So he said that this huge difference in the wages which will be there, that will motivate the inefficient worker to perform better next time. The basic idea behind this technique was that Taylor said that when the inefficient workers will see that there is a huge difference in the wages which is being given because of 2 wage rates being fixed, the inefficient worker will get motivated to improve upon their performance. As well as the efficient workers will be motivated because they know that they are getting a good wage rate. So they will be already motivated to perform better. But in this case, even the inefficient workers will be motivated to improve upon their performance because of the difference in the wage rate. Now, coming to the last technique, that is revolution. Mental revolution, this is the application of the principle harmony not discord. We have already discussed about this principle of Taylor, harmony not discord, in which Taylor said that the management and the worker should work in harmony with each other. And for that, what is required is mental revolution. Now, what do you mean by mental revolution? That is the change in the mental attitude of management and workers towards each other. That is, they should work in cooperation with each other rather than competition. They should work in cooperation with each other. There should be change in the mindset of management towards the workers and workers towards the management. That is, the workers should know that if they will work efficiently, it will help in increasing the production of the organization, and if the production increases, then that will also help them in getting good wages. Same way, the management should also think that if they will pay good wages to the workers, then workers will work efficiently, and that will help in increasing the production and the organization will be benefited. So that is, there should be a change in the mental attitude of management and workers towards each other, and that is what is mental revolution. Now we'll go through the differences in the approach of Fayol and Taylor while they have given their principles of management. The first point you can see, Henry Fayol concentrated on top level management. That is, he has conducted his study at the top level. All the 14 principles of management which we have gone through, I think you will be able to understand that that was mostly applicable in case of managerial level. So his study he has conducted at the managerial level, whereas Taylor concentrated on lower level of organization. He has conducted his study mainly at the shop floor level on the workers who work at the factory. Then Henry Fayol's principles are universally applicable, whereas Taylor's principles are applicable to specialized situation only. Third is, Henry Fayol has developed his principles through personal experiences. Through his personal experiences, through his observations, what he has observed while he worked as a manager, based on that he has given his principles. Whereas Taylor developed his principles through observation and experimentation, because he has stressed more upon scientific approach of doing the things, scientifically the study to be conducted. We have already gone through the techniques of scientific management being given by Taylor, where he has given certain techniques like time study, fatigue study, method study, motion study, etc. So these all were like a form of experiment being conducted at the factory level, and then he has come up with his principles and techniques. Next is, Henry Fayol concentrated on unity of command and unity of direction. This is the principle being given by Henry Fayol. Whereas if you take the case of Taylor, he has concentrated on functional foremanship, which is just, we can say, opposite to what is being given by Fayol in his principle of unity of command. As we have gone through this technique, functional foremanship, where a worker receives instruction from 8 foremen, which is in contrast with the principle being given by Fayol, that is unity of command. Then last one, focused on overall administration, because his principles were mainly based on the administrative level. He has focused more on the overall administration of the organization, whereas Taylor has focused on developing techniques for improving productivity. That is, his main focus was what are the methods which can be applied, which can help in increasing the productivity of the organization, improving the efficiency of the workers. That was the main focus of Taylor. So children, this was the last topic in this chapter, Principles of Management. In this chapter, we have gone through 14 principles of management given by Henry Fayol and 4 principles of scientific management given by F.W. Taylor. And we have also gone through the techniques of scientific management by Taylor. So children, go through all these topics thoroughly. Thank you.